All right, peoples. Happy National Lash Day. Let's get on this. Face is done. Eyes are done. Lips are done. We're just going to focus on lashes today. So, are you ready? Ready, Freddy? So, I'm going to post... Fingers crossed. I'm pretty sure that's the right shopping cart link. Okay, so here's what I did. If you guys hop on here, you're going to see that red light button. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Thanks for joining me. All right, I put a lash duo and a lash trio set in the shopping cart link attached. All you guys have to do is click the link, delete the one you don't want, customize the one that's in there, and you get a free makeup bag. And it's like up to 30% off today, and I think through Friday for National Lash Day. So awesome. What are you up to, Tanya? What are you doing on this wonderful Wednesday? I'm excited to do some lashes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get voluminous, long lashes. We're going to make it look like we have falsies on. I'm doing good. Doing great. I got to hustle because I got dinner in the oven. I got to go pick up one kid from practice, take her to Bible study. The other one's got a ride. Wednesdays are always fun. So... not much. That's good. I like when not much is going on. That's my favorite kind of day. All right, guys. Got them all right here. So if you've never tried the lash serum or the lash primer, this is a great day to try these because we're going to maximize our lashes. I'm going to focus all on lashes and I'm going to go a little over the top to show you just how far you can take your lash game. Okay? Now, the lash serum, it's going to coat those lashes in peptides. It's going to strengthen them. Oh, thank you. I used Reverend and Businesslike on my eyes because the kudos are still on sale with the liquid shadow. So, hey, why not? So, this you're going to use at bedtime because it's going to strengthen those lashes, prevent breakage, prevent extra loss during your shedding cycles with your eyelashes, which means you're going to notice more growth because it's going to fill in because they're not going to be breaking off. It really boosts the growth. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you. So this is going to take, several weeks to notice a difference because you've got to see some new growth. The old growth is going to stay put. And so all of a sudden you're going to wake up one day and go, oh my gosh, where did those come from? I seriously did that. Seriously. So bedtime, coat the upper lashes. You can even throw this in your eyebrows. When you go to bed and close your eyes, it will transfer to the lower lashes. And then you've taken care of everything. I even laid off of this. I'm going to have to start using it again because the lower ones were getting so long. It was crazy. All right, so I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks for making it look like you have falsies, making your lash line appear thicker, making your eyes appear more open. And for us mature ladies with hooded eyes, these are all tips that we want, right? So in your duo and trio sets, they're going to have you pick between Epic and 4D or maybe the waterproof. And then in the duo, you can pick the primer and a mascara, the lash serum and a mascara. The trio set, you're going to get all three of these in whichever mascara you choose. Today, we're going to be using 4D. It's the champion of everything. So, what we're going to start with first. Okay, so obviously, I tried to do a really subtle look, except for the lips, just so the eyes will really pop and really show up, and you can see the difference. I took a before, and I may have to pause and take, when one's done. I'm going to focus on doing just one side first. All right, so here's one of my favorite tricks. Now, not everybody has to do this, but if you're wanting to maximize... the look of thickness of your lashes, then pick either a brown or a black pencil. And I think for the sake of this, we're probably going to dip into the black. I typically use the brown, but just so you can tell. And I have been trying to master the trick of lining my upper waterline without touching my eyelid because that is fragile skin and we don't want to continually stretch and pull, right? But for the sake of this, and because I have liquid eyeshadows on and they stay put and don't transfer, I have no risk of messing up. So, gross part, look away, don't look away. But look away, but don't. Okay. Flashbacks to middle school. All right, so you want to get up in here and line that water line. Okay, outer quarter, half, don't go more than 3/4 because that will, again, maybe close the eye back up a smidge. So to keep that nice open width, we're just going to line part of the waterline. So I'll go typically about a little over half. And again, I'm using the black so you can really see a difference between the two sides. And so why do we do this? And not apply it to the lash line. Some people have smaller lid space. And you could always put this right in the lash line if you wanted to, but you're not going to use up any lid real estate. And sometimes that tends to close your eye and make it appear smaller and not as open. So that's one of the main reasons. So again, you're just going to get up in the waterline, and I'm going the extra mile today just so you guys can see. And what I love about our eyeliners is they're buttery soft, which is what you want when you're applying this to that waterline. You want something buttery soft, but smudge proof. So sometimes when you blink, when it's still freshly applied, you may get a little bit of transfer. Take a Q-tip, wipe it off, but I'll show you another trick after we're done. So after it dries, completely smudge proof. And let's see, I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. All right. And this, I've still not completely mastered this process, but I feel like that's pretty good. Okay, so we're going to do just that eye. Again, I'll pull the lid up so you can see. All right, thicken the appearance of the base of the lashes. Which is really going to give you that thick false lash look is focusing at the bases. So we'll also focus there when we apply our mascara. All right, I'm going to try to share this to my personal page because it's taken this long for the screen to be obedient. If you guys are hopping on, say hey. If you see that red live button, you guys are on here with me live, at least check in and hit that bubble button down there in the corner. Let me know you're here. Share public. Awesome. Okay. And I've already got my inner corner highlight because that's important too in balancing the dark and the light. All right, so what are we going to do next? I am going to take my lash curler and I'm going to not pull the rubber out because that would be bad. And I'm going to place it, I've got my straightening iron, okay? And I'm going to place this curler in between the hot plates, not touching the hot plates, and we're going to let that warm up because I'm going to show you a trick. If you don't have a lash warmer / curler, this one I have, but it goes through batteries like crazy and I got my money back. So I need to find a reputable one, but it worked great when it was working. I loved it. So we're going to do it. We're going to McGurvel, not MacGyver, but McGurver. A lash warmer / curler. Test it on your arm to make sure it's not too hot. We don't want to burn ourselves. Now do we? And I'm going to put that on my hand too. I'm going to put a white and a black polka dot. All right, so you've got your choices of regular Epic, waterproof, 4D. 4D alone is not waterproof. It's usually smudge proof once it dries. But you can top it with the waterproof if you would like a waterproof mascara using the 4D as well. And that really is a powerhouse of thickness. And I may do that on one side just to show you. All right, any questions so far? Have I left anything out? I feel like I'm leaving all kinds of things out. So we thicken the lash line with a nice eyeliner there. That's one trick. I'm warming up my... All right, it's nice and warm. We're going to start with this side here. And you just want to pump it and not clamp it down and yank because you will get breakage and fallout. Get as close to the base as you can without pinching yourself. Try not to roll my eyeballs up, and I really want to get this curled, right? Okay, because once you've applied your product, you're not going to want to go back in with a lash curler because you'll rip all your eyelashes out. That's a very important point. All right, so here is our Moodstruck Epic Lash Primer. This conditions your lashes as well. It helps hold the curl. And for some people, they don't even have to curl their lashes if you don't have stubborn lashes. Mine tend to grow just kind of straight out, and they don't like to curl with this product. But I know a lot of people who do not have to use a lash curler. So you could be one of those. All right, so with the primer, you want to get at the base and give it just a little bit of a zigzag or a wiggle back and forth to distribute the product. And then we're going to roll it up and pull it up through the lashes. Okay. This also will help separate the lashes and hopefully fan them out. So just pay a little bit of extra attention. This has kind of been my stubborn side. I should have done this side first. They have fanned out nicely here lately. Maybe I'm sleeping on my left side more and they're crinkling up. Okay, so fan them out, coat them, separate. Now, you may want to let this dry and then go in with your mascara. I like it tacky because I want pliable lashes since mine are stubborn. I want to have room for wiggle to get them to go where I want them to go. The lower lashes, I don't mind if these guys dry. All right. I just want them pointed straight down because as we get older, sometimes our lashes grow in different directions. And I'll show you on this side, I like to curl my lower lashes. So we're going to go in with 4D. All right, so you're going to open your tube. If you have a brand new tube especially, you're going to want to wipe off any excess product. Pull your wand out slowly because it's going to really fluff up, okay? Don't jerk it out. Don't pump your mascara. You can spray with rose water. For some reason it's getting dry. Swirl it around. Do not pump. That introduces air and bacteria. So slowly pull out, clean it off. Look at that double-sided brush to distribute all those fibers. So I'm going to try to get up close and personal. I like to coat the backs of the tips first, okay? And that is just going to increase the thick appearance of the lashes. And if you're holding your head up or straight forward, not down, but looking down, then you're going to avoid hopefully slathering it all over your brow bone or your lids. So start at the base because you want the majority of the product deposited at the base for that look of thickness. And then you still want to wiggle it and then roll because what happens is you've got these Y-shaped wet fibers. They're not dry. You're not going to have fallout, no irritation, safe with contacts, very hypoallergenic. Some of my pickiest customers have done very well with this and not had any reactions or issues. So this brush is designed, or this wand is designed to distribute those fibers. Help them grab hold and interlock, and boom, provide that volume and that thickness. And then as we roll up, we're going to get good length. So we've distributed the product at the bottom. So this is why it's very important to start your wand horizontally, because you really want to focus on distributing the majority of the product at the base of the lash and then wiggling it up and rolling it up. Now that you've done that, you can turn it vertically because we really want to get those baby lashes in the inner corner. All right, and then you can go, if this is something you want to do, is you can go back in and go for the length, okay? Especially in this outer corner. Now, if we want to create a very swoopy look, which again, just sort of lifts and opens that eye, you could get a second coat, but beware. You can coat these. You can do a couple of coats. If you start piling on more than that, my fear is as it dries, it's going to start flaking. One coat, even two that I've done, I don't have any dryness or flaking or fallout from the mascara. And typically the only part I really second coat, and I like to do it while it's wet as well, is I will go to this outer area and we really want to push up and give it that swoopy appearance. All right, you see that? Battery, no. Okay. All right, so next, look at that. Woo! Now we're going to go to the lower lashes, all right? Now again, you're going to start at the horizontal and you're going to kind of stamp the wand at the roots. I'm just sort of stamping it on like so. And if you have the regular Epic, it has a thinner wand. You could even use that for your lower lashes, unless you're just wanting a little bit thicker appearance with this. And then you can take it vertically and just sort of separate these guys and pull them out. Voila. Look at that, guys. All right, let's say, now if you clean your wand off, your applicator, you're not going to get clumpy, but let's say you concentrated heavily in an area. We have a fantastic brow lash comb. This is, it's metal. It works better than any plastic lash comb I've ever used, and it really works to separate those lashes if for some reason you were in a hurry and they all got kind of stuck together. So I'm really taking time and focusing on that process so that you can see how that works. I think this is pretty awesome, and I'm going to take a picture, so you're going to have to hold for a photo shoot. So, all right, and then I'm going to close my eyes, and then I'm going to look up. All right, thanks for bearing with me. I have to do that just for the sake of this. All right, so once all this mascara dries, it's not going anywhere, okay? And I don't get smudging or transfer. And especially if you have that problem, regardless of any mascara you use, then grab the waterproof. You'll just need an oil-based cleanser like what we have to remove it. Otherwise, the 4D comes off just as easily as the Epic. It doesn't rip your lashes off. It is phenomenal. All right, I'm going to show you one more little tip and trick to sort of widen and open that eye. We have a liner called Pristine. And not all white liners are created equal. This one is a bit on the transparent side. So I like to warm it up on my hand, all right? And then you're gonna go gently pull down, and we're just gonna run this in our waterline on the lower part of our eye. And you can apply 2 coats. Because again, if you blink, you get transfer before it dries. Once it dries, it's smudge proof. So if you let it dry, and you do the other side, you can always come back and second coat that if you need to. All right, so again, I've got the shopping cart link posted. I have a customized duo and a customized trio. Pick which one you want, remove the other, and what you're keeping, whether it's the duo or the trio set, customize that, meaning you pick your mascara, you pick your primer or your serum. If you pick the trio, you get both the primer and the serum. You're just going to choose which mascara you want. Pretty fantastic, and you're going to get a free bag. And it is so pretty. I wish I had it here to show you, but I am ordering mine today. I'm going to get my discount. But what do we think about that? Do you want me to go over here and do the other side? Do you want me to do it with the Epic or the waterproof? I may do waterproof over the 4D. That's what I'm thinking. Isn't that what I used to do? Okay. So we're going to go over here and we're going to line this side. Again, I'm not going to go all the way across. But I just want to thicken up. Do you see that? Much better. Much better. All right, and I've been warming up my lash curler, and it's probably too hot, so hold please. All right, so what I do is I warm it up in between the plates of my straightener, test it, make sure it's just warm enough, but not too warm. This is my stubborn side I was talking about, but now all of a sudden my left side's becoming stubborn. Make sure it's not too hot. So I'm going to get way up in the mirror here. These tend to grow in all directions, and again, as we get older, this happens with our eyelashes, especially the bottom ones. I'm going to show you how to fix that if you have one or both sides that are being stubborn. I'm going to get as close to the lash line as I can without ripping them out. You can pump, squeeze, just don't pull. You don't want breakage. Okay, what I'm going to do now, don't be scared. You can do this, is you can flip it upside down. It takes 2 to 3 tries. Grab those lower lashes in there. Give it a tug. Or not a tug, but a squeeze. You don't want to pull. Boom. All right. We got to put our big girl panties on, and we're going to try this. Because these tend to stick into my upper lashes, and I do not like that, okay? All right, now I'm going to do the primer. Gonna go over here again, start at the base. Make sure we fan those out. We separate them, we coat them. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Again, I'm keeping my head up and I'm looking down, so hopefully I don't smear it all up top. And now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to coat these lower lashes with the primer. Loving that. I think we've got enough. Okay, so I'm going to do the 4D and then I'm going to follow it up with the waterproof in case you've got a day out and it's raining or you're going to the pool or the lake and you want a little bit of waterproof in your life. So again, coat the back of the tips. Start at the base, wiggle and roll. I have a rogue eyebrow hair that needs to be trimmed because I keep catching it with the wand. Okay, wiggle, pull. Watch these look better because I think I've been sleeping on my other side lately and I think that's why those are going a little bit on the crazy side. Okay. Again, distributing the majority of the product at the base for that thicker appearance. And then rolling it up to get the length that is in our classic Epic. All right, and then we're going to turn it vertically. And we're going to get any of the baby lashes in the inner corner. And then if we need to fix any of these guys on the vertical, then we will. And I usually sort that out horizontally. But it's important to start horizontally, like I said, on the other side, so that you can distribute that product along the lash line there and get a fuller, thicker looking lash line. Now, you say, I have really short lashes. I have sparse lashes. This is going to maximize what you have. But here's the thing. You grab that lash serum, you're going to have a whole new set of lashes in a few months. Because our growth cycles are about what? 8 to 12 weeks? Just depending. So you've got to be patient. A lot of times in the first 4 weeks, you can notice a huge difference. Okay, again, focusing on swooping that outer corner. We want those lashes up and out. You know, why do you think we put wings on sometimes? And you can even take your liner we used and flick it up and out to create that cat eye appearance a little bit without actually making a wing. Oh, I have to do the bottom. Stamping it on. And then we can turn it vertically and pull these guys out. But I really like how this is working. Okay, now, instead of doing a second coat, if you were going for drama or a waterproof look, you're going to take our Epic waterproof mascara. And all mine are in black. Some of them come in brown, like the Epic. And I think the waterproof. So I am going to coat the backs because, again, we're going waterproof. And then I'm going to take this. And I am not so much worried about the base of the lashes. So I'm not necessarily going to zigzag. And you see some people blink into it. You can do that too. I just have never really done that method. But you can certainly blink into the wand just to really maximize pushing them up, keeping them up. Okay. How do we like that? More bang for our buck. This side's dry. I don't know how it's going to work, but let's go over here. Some people will let theirs dry all the way. Okay. And if we wanted to waterproof these guys, but I usually don't second coat the lower lashes unless I'm going for a dramatic look because you don't want the lower lashes showing up the upper lashes, right? We want a balance. And this also helps keep the eye open as well. Now, can you see the difference between the one I applied the pristine and the one with nothing? As we get older, that fleshy color gets darker and not as natural looking. Look at a kid who has very youthful eyes. That waterline is going to be a much brighter color of flesh. So that's what we are recreating here. Anytime I work around my eyes or nose, I get the sniffles, so I apologize. Okay. Let's go over here. Make sure I like this side. Once it dries, it is smudge proof. Look, fantastic. I think we have accomplished what we set out to do. I'll take some pictures and post these, guys. But this sale's going on today, tomorrow, and I think Friday for National Lash Day. Thank you guys for joining me. Peruse the shopping cart link, and like I said, pick which set you want. Remove the other. Customize the one you're keeping. Click process and order, and you're going to get a free makeup bag. And now you're welcome to purchase anything else that you want. If you want this lash comb, that is a fantastic product that I feel is very set apart from other products. I feel like our eyeliners are very set apart from others. You need a creamy, buttery liner to use on your waterline, okay? The pencil sharpener, $7.50, because these are so buttery, they're going to break off in a lot of pencil sharpeners. This is probably the best pencil sharpener I have ever used. So those are 2 extra products, or 3 if you count the liners. If you're interested. So if you have any questions, just drop them below or message me. I'd be happy to answer them. But I feel like we did a good job. We look like we have falsies. Awesome. Thanks, guys.